Now we'll start with a compound that is the bleaching powder. So as far as the chemical formula is concerned, it is CaOCl2. So it is the chemical formula for bleaching powder is CaOCl2. And when we talk about its chemical name, it is calcium oxychloride. So the chemical name for bleaching powder is calcium oxychloride. Right. Now the question is that how this important bleaching powder is being prepared and what is its importance actually, right? So it is prepared in a plant called Hasenclever plant. Right. So what kind of reaction occur in this Hasenclever plant and what is it actually, right? I'll be showing you this Hasenclever plant with a picture, with the proper diagram. But before that, I just want that you should be familiar with the raw material and what kind of reaction is being taking place. So the raw material which is required is calcium hydroxide. That is a slaked lime. So I'll just write here, we require calcium hydroxide and we'll mix it with chlorine. And when we just pass the chlorine gas through calcium hydroxide, it leads to the formation of our compound which we are looking for, that is the calcium oxychloride, and along with that water vapor. So this is what is the you can say the bleaching powder and how it is being prepared, right? So this is the calcium oxychloride. Now you know that how it looked like. Again, it is a powder, a crystalline solid, and you know that like you often get a question that what happens when this kind of chemical substance is kept in air. You know that when this kind of chemical substance is kept in air, what happens? So when it is just left in air, it reacts with the carbon dioxide present in air. It reacts with the carbon dioxide which is present in air, and when it reacts with the carbon dioxide present in air, it forms CaCO3, and along with that we get Cl2. And due to release of this gas chlorine, it just gives the strong smell of chlorine. So you get a question like this, that when you keep the bleaching powder in air, you often come across these, you can smell the chlorine gas. So this is because when we keep the bleaching powder in air, it reacts with the carbon dioxide present in air, and this kind of reaction takes place and it leads to the evolution of the gas, that is the chlorine gas. So obviously the chlorine gas is liberated, so that is why it will just give the strong smell of chlorine, right? So this is the reason you can say that how it why it gives this smell of chlorine. And you know that this release of this gas chlorine just you can say make it use as a bleaching agent. So because this chlorine when just escape, it decolorizes the substance. It decolorizes the substance. So that means we say it bleached the substance or bleached the cloth, right? So it is used as a bleaching agent. Now when we just talk about its use, so it is again serving as an important use. It is used to clean the toilets, the tanks. So that means it is used as a cleansing agent, right? So and moreover, it's one more important use is that because you what you see, like if you just wear the woolen clothes in winters, so somehow what you get after 2-3 wash, they just start shrinking. You know that bleaching powder is something which can just make the wool unshrinkable. So it has a property that it makes the wool unshrinkable, and moreover it is used for the sterilization of drinking water, right? So it is just serving an important uses. I think it's clear. Again, I'm just telling you that bleaching powder is denoted by this chemical formula CaOCl2, and this is the calcium oxychloride is the chemical name, and it is manufactured in Hasenclever plant. This kind of reaction is taking place, and when somebody asks you that when it is kept in air, why you get the strong smell of chlorine, this is due to occurrence of this kind of reactions, right? And like if somebody asks you that how it possess the action of bleaching, how it possess bleaching action, right? So you're just going to say that when we just react it with the substance, it leads to the evolution of chlorine gas, and when that chlorine gas escapes, it just decolorizes the substance. That means it bleaches the substance. So this is what is the bleaching powder.